Hello, everybody. Welcome to back to 4D Sports Talk here at 1320 AM Attleboro. I'm Justin Ferreira, aka the Sportsmaster, joined by Lucy Cabral, aka the Popserapi, Dominic Ignano, and Catherine Conley, aka Kesey. Now, right off the bat, because it's Veterans Day, thank you all veterans for all your support of what you've done for freedom.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And yes, Dom, it's great to have you back in studio. I know you're in a lot of pain.
I feel like an old man. Oh my gosh.
We're telling you to be careful. Like, take it
It's
easy.
just,
Get
it's
up
like
and
if
down,
you,
just relax.
it's just trying to get comfortable. I was fine out there, and then I just sat down, and it must be the contour of the chair just hit me the wrong way.
It has to be.
You know what I mean? So I just got to try to square it off.
Yeah.
Like-
So for those of you who don't know, Dom had some surgery a couple weeks ago. And
Over 6 weeks ago, almost.
almost 6 weeks ago. And
Oh,
he's
wow.
trying to recover. So in
Yes.
the meantime, I think the team has been doing a very good job. You've been seeing some of our reruns of previous shows, which I think are amazing.
Awesome.
I love when we have guests on the show. But you guys have kept the fort down. So kudos to you for doing that. And praying
Yeah.
that
Can you see it?
you'll be
I
healing
do, but
fast.
it's not like.
So we have Casey on the board.
You're going to hit her
And,
button. Hit her button.
We're trying not to get Dom to get up and down
I'm sorry.
too quickly, but that's okay. That's
I
okay.
th- I-
It's just great to be in the studio with
Yeah,
all of you again.
Your mic was off, and I thought I turned it on.
Oh, okay. I can hear myself now. So a few little technical difficulties.
She's just
and-
rusty.
Yeah, yeah.
She knows what she's
But that's okay. We're good. And Justin over here sporting some cool shades. Really like that, Justin.
Just call me Tom Cruise.
Whoa!
Oh,
Love it.
too funny. Too
So
funny.
this week's show, Dom has diligently got here early and started pulling scores, right?
Yep, from week 10 of high
Week
school football.
10, high school football.
Yep, absolutely.
Just a little spoiler. I'm bummed about North Attleboro.
You're bummed out.
Oh.
So, on a personal note, I just want to get this out. I want to thank my daughter Caitlin, of course Susan, everyone that reached out on Facebook, from all the umpires I met through Vincennes, Indiana, Palm Springs, Florida, Phoenix City, Alabama. All you guys were great on reaching out and seeing how I was doing. All the people I served with in the service that reached out on Facebook, I can't thank you enough. That meant a lot. As I try to get comfortable.
I hear ya.
So-
You'll hear Dom kind of grimacing
Yeah, I'm
and
trying not to.
grunting over here, but that's
all poor
okay.
Susan heard all week. She said me grimacing. And,
Oh, and kudos to Susan for
Oh,
putting up
big
with
time.
you and
Yeah.
being with you. And
right.
Susan, you're a saint.
She is a saint. And
Yeah.
so is Caitlin. Oh,
There you go.
so I'm lucky. My sister, who just became cancer free from breast cancer.
Awesome.
She showed up at the hospital, make sure I made it home, and then helped me up the stairs. And then she missed the. I guess she missed. It was funny. I was going up, and we missed the step together. I kind of yelled at her.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, so you
no.
gotta, they practice how you need to step to get up the stairs when you first had the surgery and stuff. And I'm like, "What are you doing? You're not following me." And she's like, "I got you. You're not gonna fall." I'm like, "All right." So about the time I was like spontaneously scared, But I love my sister. I love all my family. That was really cool. That was
That's
awesome.
great. Well, we love you too, Dom.
I
So we're
appreciate it.
hoping you heal
Yeah,
And
quickly.
keep taking it easy.
Yes.
I'm trying. I'm
Yes.
trying. So we'll get going. Ready?
Yep.
Everyone has a bracket. So this is, like Lucy said, this is week 10 of high school football. I'm gonna read the Thursday results and the Friday results.
What about the sponsor?
Oh, did you read the sponsor?
No, not yet.
Thank God. Thank God you guys are here. That's all I can say.
Okay.
And then I can give this to you, Lucy, if you want to
Sure.
read this after I get done. Those are games that are happening today. All
Okay.
right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right,
Please.
All right. This segment of 4 Deep Sports Talk is made possible by the generous support of Diesel Direct. Diesel Direct, the national fuel resource in 46 states, boasts a fleet of over 900 fuel delivery trucks. 4D Sports Talk would like to congratulate Diesel Direct on its 25th year anniversary. Thank you, Diesel Direct, for your unwavering support, helping us provide a platform for high school and youth athletes in southeastern Massachusetts.
Very good. All right, so here are the non-league scores from Thursday and Friday night. You ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. So Taunton beat Brockton. I consider that a big upset, but kudos to Taunton. They beat Brockton 13-12. Archbishop Williams, they beat up on East Bridgewater 40-21. Same thing with Plymouth South. They beat Hingham 42-28. Diamond beats Bourne 35-0. Canton beats Westwood 20-19. Stoughton shuts out Ashland 6-0. In 2 overtimes, Quincy beats Newton North 52-50. Bridgewater Raynham beats Whitman Hanson 22-8. Millis beats Holbrook 43-30. The Hull at Atlanta's Charter game, that was canceled. Gesundheit, God bless you. Braintree beats New Bedford 43-7. Martha's Vineyard, they lose to Oliver Ames 20-14. That's the first win for Oliver Ames. Finishing up Thursday results, it was Medfield over Dighton Rehoboth 26-21. Medway beats Bristol Plymouth 26-15. Friday results real fast. It was Sandwich over Dennis Sharmat 35-22. Sharon over Attleboro 35-14. Case over Nantucket 10-7. Wareham over Seekonk 24-12. St. John Paul the second, I believe, beat Upper Cape Tech 22-8. Silver Lake, third straight win for the Lakers. They beat Brookline 34-6. North Quincy over Plymouth North 42-21. Middleborough in overtime beats Norwood 29-22. Abington over Pembroke 30-26. And Natick beats Franklin 42-20. And that should do it for the scores. I got one more, I'm sorry. I have Apponequid over Nauset 46-24. Durfee gets smoked by Framingham 49-22. Falmouth over Monomoy 33-26. And Hopkinton blanks Dover Sherborne 20-0. So those are your non-league games. And Lucy has the games being played today, playoff and non-playoff games.
Okay, so here we go. This is MIAA.
Yep.
This is high school football. The game's playing today in Division 8. It is Old Colony in Hoosick Valley. They're getting ready in about 15 minutes. They're going to head off. Then we have Southeastern Votech and Blackstone Valley at 11 o'clock, so they're playing now. South Shore Votech in Tri-County, they're at 3 o'clock this afternoon. 11 o'clock a.m., this is underway. Beverly in Waltham. Again, right now, Nipmuc and Burncoat.
Yep.
Okay. Dual Valley. Where's that?
No idea. We'll have to research that.
Somewhere in Massachusetts.
Yep.
There you go. Dexter in Southfield and Pingree. Oh, I like that one. Pingree, 11 o'clock today. As well as Portsmouth Abbey and Austin Prep at 3:30 this afternoon. Nipmuc and Burncoat again. Did I say that? Yes, I did. Noontime. Belmont Hill and Governor's Academy at 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock, it is Groton and St. Mark's. BB&N, whoever that is, and Lawrence Academy at noontime. St. George's in Middlesex at 11 o'clock. Nobles in Milton Academy at 1 o'clock. Thayer and St. Sebastian's at 10:30. We should get getting an update on that one soon. Tabor and Brooks at 4:15 this afternoon. Couple more. I have Albany Academy Independent League with Worcester Academy at noontime. And this one already started, but it's Waltham and Beverly at 11 o'clock.
Is it Albany Academy? Is that in New York or something?
Albany Academy? I have no idea.
You know,
it
could
be.
Yeah.
It is an independent league, so that could be.
It could be.
Somewhere out there. We do have a lot of schools and towns that butt New York State.
Yep. And they do sometimes play out of state.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that being a non-league game, well, yeah.
Right.
All
Just
right.
like Massachusetts and Rhode Island and,
Yep.
and Connecticut. So
Oh yeah,
So
I
how
would
we doing,
imagine.
kid? Good?
doing good.
All right, so let's go on. We'll start the first round of the playoffs. You have Division
1.
All right, so let us know who's in. So the Sports Master is going to let you know who got invited in the Sweet 16 in Division 1 football.
Okay, we have St. John's Prep, Xavier Brothers, Needham, Andover, Lincoln Shrewsbury, Methuen,
Methuen. That's fine.
Springfield Central, Boston College High, Taunton, Central Catholic, Natick, Weymouth, Franklin, Westford Academy, St. John's, and Leo Minster.
Oh, Leominster. All right, so this is how the bracket played out. In the Sweet 16, it was St. John's Prep blanking Leominster 42-7. Of course, they move on. BC beat Taunton 46-8. Andover beat Franklin 19-0, and Weymouth blanked Lincoln Sudbury 20-0. Continue on the Sweet 16. Severian Brothers, they beat St. John's of Shrewsbury 49-7. Springfield Central, they beat Central Catholic 24-7. Needham beats Westford Academy 35-17, and Methuen beats Natick 47-7. In the Elite Eight, it was St. John's Prep. They, kind of a close game for them. They end up beating BC High 56-34, and Andover beats Weymouth 26-14. More Elite Eight results. Severian Brothers, in a close one, they beat Springfield Central 21-20, and Needham beats Methuen 42-24. The results have not come out, so I'm thinking St. John's Prep's going to be a number 1 seed. He's going to host the Final Four, and so is Severian. So Severian will play Needham at home, and Andover will visit St. John's Prep up in Danvers. And I'm thinking it's going to be sometime next week, either Thursday or Friday. So that is your Division 1 high school.
Yeah.
Thank you. Division 1 high school football. Moving on to Division 2. You don't have, what other divisions do you have, young man?
I just have one right now.
Sorry, here you go. Just give that back to me. There's Division 2, and here's a Division 2 Sweet 16.
Okay. In Division 2, we have King Philip Regional, Catholic Memorial, Marshfield, Peabody Veterans, Barnstable, Bishop Freeham, Wesley, North Andover, Winchester, Belmont, Concord,
Concord Carlisle.
Carlisle.
Yep.
North Quincy, Arlington, Plymouth North, Cambridge Reach, and Latin, and Diamond RVT.
Okay, let me get that back from you real fast. And I'll do that. Then by this, we'll probably be ready for a break, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's finish on that, then we'll go to break. So it was King Philip Regional. They beat Diamond Vogue 41-0.
wow.
Right?
Oh man.
Winchester, they beat North Andover 17-7. Peabody beats Arlington 34-0. Barnstable, who I had a chance to see play this year in Week 1 when I was doing the Brockton games, they're really good. And they proved it by beating North Quincy 42-7. Staying in the Sweet 16, Catholic Memorial, they beat Cambridge Ridge and Latin 48-14. Wellesley beats Blanks Belmont 42-0. Marshfield beats Plymouth North, and that's a conference matchup, 56-34. Bishop Feian beats Concord Carlisle 24-0. Staying with the Elite Eight, it was Catholic Memorial over Wellesley 42-21. Marshfield moves on to the Final Four. They beat Bishop Feian 51-24. And I can see those Attleboro fans, they're kind of excited about that. King Philip of Winchester, 31-3. Barnstable gets by Peabody 13-9. And that is your Final Four. So looking at the brackets, King Philip will host Barnstable, and Catholic Memorial will host Marshfield, probably Thursday or Friday. The time will be determined. With that being said, we are going to take our first break. You are listening and watching here at WARA and online. I think we're on the Facebook page, the WARA Facebook page, 1320 AM. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to 4 Deep Sports Talk here at 1320 AM WARA. Online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We are continuing to highlight the MIAA football state tournaments divisions 1 through 8.
Yep.
So now I will cue it on to Justin as you'll read the bracket notes of who made it.
Okay. All right. Now for Division 3, we have Milford, Berlica Memorial, Milton, Walpole, Mansfield, Dartmouth, Woburn Memorial, West Springfield, North Attleboro, Westfield, Dorothy Memorial, Westboro, Hingham, Michigan, Plymouth South, and Staunton.
All right, so why don't you hand that over so she can let people know how to play it out.
All right,
Good job.
so in the Sweet 16, Milford beats Stoughton 38-7, and North Attleboro beats West Springfield 22-14. Walpole beats Hingham 46-15. Mansfield beats Westboro 27-7. Billerica beats Plymouth South 29-27 in overtime. Westfield beats Woburn Memorial 34-21. And Milton beats Minnechaug 30-14. And Dartmouth beats Doherty Memorial 34-27. And now moving on to the Elite Eight. Milford beats North Attleboro 24-17. Walpole beats Mansfield 37-31. And Westfield beats Billerica with a score of 34-33. And Milton beats Dartmouth with a score of 28-7. And in the final fours, Milford will be taking on Walpole, and Westfield will be taking on Milton. The dates and times are to be determined.
Nicely done. So we'll continue on to Division 4. Did I say that right?
Yep. Yeah, we're on number 4.
Got one thing right. That's good.
Yep. So we're halfway on 4 out of 8.
Right.
Okay. So in Division 4, we have Duxbury, Holliston, Middleborough, Tewksbury Memorial, Norwood, Grafton, Scituate, Somerset Berkeley Regional, Westwood, Wayland, South High Community, Burlington, Canton, Marblehead, Ashland, and Bedford.
There you go. All right. Give that to KC. She's going to fill out everybody how.
There you go.
I think I'm missing
All right.
Division 5.
So in the Sweet 16, Duxbury beats Bedford 33-6. Somerset Berkeley beats Westwood 29-20. Tewksbury Memorial beats Canton 35-33. Norwood beats Burlington. Actually, no, scratch that. Burlington beats Norwood 34-21. Holliston beats Ashland 24-16. Scituate beats Wayland 47-36. Marblehead beats Middleborough 21-12. Grafton beats South High Community 21-0. And in the Elite Eight, Duxbury beats Somerset Berkeley 31-0. Tewksbury Memorial beats Burlington 28-21. And Scituate beats Holliston 27-24. Grafton beats Marblehead 17-6. And in the final four, Duxbury will be taking on Tewksbury Memorial, and Scituate will be taking on Grafton. The dates and times of those games are to be determined.
There you go. So I need to get Division 5. How are we doing for time? Good?
Yeah.
So we got a long time left. All right, so we'll do Division 5 after we get back from the break.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So here is Division 6.
Okay. All right. Here's 3 and 4.
3 and 4. Thank you, sir.
Why Why do I have 6? We don't have
Because I
5.
don't have 5.
Okay.
That's the one I forget to make a copy of. I'm going to get up into the computer right after this break. All right, so go ahead, young man. We'll come back on 5.
All right. Division 6. We have Norwell, Abington, Salem, Hudson, Lenfield, Cardinal Spellman, Menard, Fairhaven, Wentham, Bellingham, St. Mary's, Swampscott, Sandwich, Dennis Yarman, Stocham, and Baypath RVT.
All right, so slide that over, young man. Attaboy, thank you. And this is how the brackets played out in Division 6 in high school football. Okay, so in the Sweet 16, Norwell, they beat Baypath Regional 55-20. Yikes. Fairhaven, who's had an incredible season, they continue on. They beat Winthrop a 35-21 win. Hudson beat Sandwich 42-27. Linfield, they beat Swampscott 28-0. Staying with the Sweet 16, Stoneham, they upset Abington, who was a 2 seed, 22-14. Bellingham does the same. They beat Maynard 28-21. Salem, they beat Dennis Sharmuth 33-26. And Cardinal Spellman, they lose to St. Mary's. That's a divisional rival.
Wow.
41-30.
Wow.
It's funny how they meet back in the playoffs, isn't it? Continuing on with the Elite Eight, it was Fairhaven over Norwell. That is a big upset because Fairhaven was ranked 8. They beat Norwell 28-14. Hudson beats Linfield 28-13. Finishing up the Elite Eight, it was Stoneham over Bellingham 26-20. And Salem, they really handed Cardinal Spellman 55-0. So which makes your lineup, Hudson will host Fairhaven either Thursday, Friday. And let me make sure I get this right. Stoneham, where are you, Stoneham? You are ranked 15th, so you're going to go to Salem. So Salem will host Stoneham, and Hudson will host Fairhaven in Division 6. And we're doing good. I just got to get up.
I actually want to mention something.
Please.
Sure.
Yeah, there's this high school in Virginia, Phoebus in Jamestown.
Turn on the music. I'll just turn it down. Doesn't matter. There you go.
Phoebus and Jamestown, they went up against each other in the playoffs, and
This is the crazy squishy talk.
I gotta say it's not clickbait. I'm not gonna say it's not clickbait. If whoever's watching, 104-0.
What?
That's a football game.
High school football game.
Wow.
It's like the other team. I feel bad. I wonder how many kids got hurt though. That's crazy.
104.
Imagine that. I never heard that before.
No, I've never heard of that either. To nothing?
I'm not kidding. It's true.
That's crazy.
True, crazy.
And we're ready.
Yep.
Horrible.
All right, so we're getting ready to step away.
No, we only have 3 minutes left.
Oh, then we're going to keep on going. Then we can just put our brains together and kill the rest of the half hour. So the music's flying. With that being said, here is the Sportsmaster as he does Division 7 high school football.
Division.
It's my legs. It's not my eyes.
Okay. Division
That was awesome.
7. We have Erksbridge, Cohasset, West Bridgewater, Rockland, Clinton, Emsbury, Mashpee, Tiggsboro, Gardner, Blue Hills RV Tech, Wiconan Regional, South Shore Tech, Millbury, South Hadley, Manchester, Essex, and Oxford.
All right, there you go. You want this one, Casey?
Sure.
All right, in case you will let you know how it played out.
All right, so in the Sweet 16, Uxbridge beats Oxford 48-13. Tingsboro beats Gardner 53-27. Rockland beats Millbury 14-7. And Clinton beats South Shore Tech 38-8. And Cohasset beats Manchester Essex 35-28. Mashpee beats Blue Hills RVT 32-14. West Bridgewater beats South Hadley 39-8. Amesbury beats Wacona 44-14. And in the Elite 8, Cohasset beats Mashpee 35-8. Amesbury beats West Bridgewater 34-18, and Uxbridge beats Tingsboro with a score of 33-7, and Clinton beats Rockland 49-8. And in the Final Four, Uxbridge will be taking on Clinton, and Cohasset will be taking on Amesbury. Those dates and times are to be determined.
Well, there you go. So we got a couple minutes left.
Yeah, just a minute and a half.
All right, so why don't we kill the music for a second, and we can just, because I want to get up and get the when we go to the break, I want to get up and get the other bracket. We'll set this up when we come back. So Jay, you got, and then we'll do Division 5, and then I get. Thank you, sir. And then I get some ideas. I mean, I got one guest lined up, but we'll talk about that in a little while.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I actually wanted to talk about like a second recipient for the Lifetime Achievement
Yes.
Award. Yes,
you mentioned. Yeah, okay, good job. Good ethics, Tom. I'm way back here talking. Yeah, let's talk about that, because right now we definitely have one. We have the head coach from Abington, after 50-something years, he's stepping down. Yeah, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Come back.
Yeah, when we come back, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, sure. So
Then we can just slow. I mean, we could have not read these scores from Thursday, Friday. You reading what's happening today, and us going through the brackets. We couldn't have done it any slower. If we did any slower, I hate to say this, we would have sounded like a bunch of slots. Well, the score is. You know what I mean?
But you want to keep them engaged.
Oh,
you know,
absolutely. And that's exactly what I mean. I mean, we couldn't have
Yeah.
done a better job. I mean, reading the scores nice and slow, but I don't know why I'm even thinking about that. Oh, boy.
Because it's been a while since
Yeah.
we've all been together in studio
Right.
here.
Over a
Yeah.
month.
And it's actually a lot of fun.
yeah,
It is a lot of fun. All right, so we're doing good?
we actually have to
All right,
step
take
away.
it out.
Let's go.
Yeah, so you are listening to 4 Sports Talk here at 1320 AM WARA. Call in at 508-222-1320. And please be careful, Dom. and and we will be right back with more right after these messages. Hey everyone, welcome back to 4 Deep Sports Talk here at 1320 AM WARA. Come check out our YouTube channel. It is all one word, 4 Deep Sports Talk. And please also check out our TikTok page. It is 4.deep.sports.
Subscribe.
Follow us on TikTok, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and call in at 508-222-1320.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much for that. I want to remind everybody, we are 4 Deep Sports Talk. We are on the air here at WARA 1320 AM. You can watch us live. Also, we want to welcome everyone back in studio today. This is the first in about a month. And so we're kind of running down scores and catching up with each other. And most importantly, catching up with you. So happy Veterans Day to all our...
Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there.
Correct.
Wherever
And
you are in the world.
thank
so
you
true.
for your service. And Dom, you were in the service as well.
Yep, 10 years I was in.
10 years. What branch?
I was in the Navy.
You were in the Navy,
Yep.
Navy guy.
I was in E6. I was a machinist mate first class.
No
Wow.
kidding.
Yep.
Wow. So my dad was a chef for the Admiral in the Navy, And my husband Lou was in the Air Force.
Oh, wow.
He was a guy on the tarmac there, bringing in the planes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was like a really cool job.
I'll tell you, out in South Dakota, it's a little nippy up there.
I bet. They have really winters up there. This must be nothing for him when he comes home.
Right.
You know? Oh, you
Right.
should.
So, he's working for a soup company right now and loves it, and avoiding all the weather elements outside because he used to work at the airport over in Rhode Island.
Oh, that must have been fun.
It wasn't. He used to charter or help clean out the Patriots plane because, they fly out of Rhode Island.
Yeah, yeah.
They have their own jet over there. He used to clean up after them and get the plane ready for them.
Right.
And, so there are some perks to that job.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, when the weather in New England hits like this with the rain and the snow and ice, and it gets kind of busy.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So he's happy to be inside.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah. So shout out to all our veterans, and Lou and my dad.
There you go. And then I just want to thank everyone who reached out to me when I was in the hospital and when I was recouping. And big thank you. I got to thank Jim Jones because he was a saint. I mean, for him it's easy because he's been doing this job. He just said, tell me what date you want me to re-air, and I'll re-air it. And he always asked me, hey, how you doing? How you feeling? That meant a lot. And then, like I mentioned earlier, all the guys from different umpire communities, different towns I umpired in, guys from all around the country. You
have
know,
a lot of contacts here, Dom.
yeah,
A
you
lot
know,
of
and then all
contacts.
my family and friends that reached out. Tom Joyce actually came and visited me at the hospital.
What? He
Yeah,
did?
he
Oh,
came.
wow.
My gosh, he beat me to it.
Yeah, he came in and he was writing an article. Tom's so ambidextrous. He can be a wise guy sometimes, but he's so ambidextrous. He's typing on his little printer as he's shooting the breeze with me, and I was dozing off a little bit, trying to recoup. But he got, big thanks to him, my little sister, and my brothers and sisters. I hate to use this expression, I was so medicated, I almost said another word. And I called my brother. I said, dude, thanks for checking in on me. I was trying to be sarcastic. He's like, what are you talking about? I called you 4 times. I was like, oh, you did? And then Susan would laugh. Yeah, I think he did call you. And then Caitlin was awesome, and of course Susan and my sister. So everybody I can't thank enough. Mm-hmm. And compared to where I am now, just a matter of just going through the motions and getting strong again,
Right.
So
So
it's
you want
just
to
so
tell
good.
everybody that
What's that?
what your procedure is and
It was
why you're kind of hurting and grunting. And
So it was spinal discectomy. So what they do is it's day surgery. Like Susan had it, but Susan said, these are her words, not mine. She says I was a lot thinner and younger when I had it. So she basically rested. She got out of bed, and she was okay. Where she had the same problem with with the sciatic nerve and stuff like that. And I tried to get up the first day, and I could just feel like somebody was pulling me down. And I couldn't get out of bed, and you could see in her eyes, she's like, oh my God. It's like, she's telling us, is that normal? Because she thought I was going to do the same thing. But, you have to go to the bathroom. You have to be able to walk the hallway a couple times, climb a small prop they have for stairs up and down.
like an incline. type
Yeah,
of thing.
so you have to do that, and that was just so crazy. So it was different, I'll tell you. It was different. Never went through that, you know.
Which sounds so easy
Yeah.
to most people. It's
Yeah.
probably very, very difficult for you.
And it was supposed to be from the time they knock you out and the time they put you on the thing. Of course, I'm laying down here, and I could see the prop. They all lifted me up and put me face me down, and then they give you the thing down your throat so you could breathe.
Right.
Because I have sleep apnea. Now it's getting worse because I'm older and heavier. And the procedure from the time they start the procedure is 45 minutes. I had so much damage in that area, it took 2 hours.
2 hours?
2 hours?
2 hours, yeah.
Oh my God.
Right, and then of course I had two great surgeons. One that worked on the same one that worked on Susan like 10 years ago, 16 years ago, and she tells Susan, so when they had to give me this, I hope this isn't grossing about. When they had to give me the catheter, she called Susan at 10:30 at night. And Susan's like, "You're gonna give me a heart attack." You can't. No, I'm just letting you know he's got a catheter, and and we have to make sure he's getting all the things out of his system. And
Oh my goodness.
So it was supposed to be a 45-minute surgery.
Correct.
Procedure and
Correct.
it
So
turned
what they
into 2
basically,
hours.
yeah. So when
Oh,
they go in there and they
man.
slowly up. So I have a 3-inch incision on my back. So what they do is they go with the small tool, they open you up. Another tool, they open you up till they get to where they can see is where they want to be. And so I'm thinking, me, my mind's always thinking the next thing. This is terrible. So she was telling Susan, you don't understand, he had a lot of damage in his back from that incident at work, And I also had I don't want to gross people out, but I had spinal fluid leaking, and they had to fix that. And then there was a lot of scaling, and they had to get all the scaling in the area. I don't want to gross people out.
No, that's
But
okay. But we're just so happy to have you back.
Thank you. I'd love to be back. I could hardly
But
always
we
count down the
know.
days.
Yeah.
You mean there's only so many times you can watch Star Trek reruns. You know what I'm saying? Or watch the Justice League again. That movie. It gets so bad I can say it verbatim now. You know what I mean? I'll watch World War II movies which Susan can't stand.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
not in the war movies.
She's
When
not
I was a kid, I used to watch The Guns of Navarone
That's a good one.
and Midway
Oh,
faithfully with my dad.
Yeah, they actually did a rerun of Midway.
Did they really?
Yeah, it's more AI type of stuff where you have the pictures in the background. It looks like you're actually there. compared to- you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy.
That's coming along from what I hear, AI.
Yeah, that's the new thing.
The
So
artificial
they get
intelligence
they
stuff.
got the new phones. You take a picture with the new phones. If Justin or anyone's not smiling the picture, they get a picture of you smiling. You can add it in. It's like using Photoshop.
Right,
I'm not
right.
Adobe or Final Cut or something like that. You know.
Interesting.
AI's working its way into the animation industry too.
Is it? How's
Yeah.
it doing that?
So, Jeffrey Katzenberg announced DreamWorks is going to have 90% of AI with what they're doing.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
You know, that'll just make it more fun for people to watch, and they'll just keep bringing in the money. I mean, that's smart.
Well, that's basically what they want.
I mean, for us, now that we're talking, I'm going to brag a little
Yep,
bit. So
that's all
now, 4 Deep Sports has our own wireless camera. So when we do a 2-camera shoot, we can actually do a 3-camera shoot as long as other people. So we can have someone with the wireless, just like you were. We actually did it over at Apache Way. Remember, we had the wireless remote
Yep.
camera. We had that, and then we had the main camera, on us sitting at our table. We have our new wireless mic, so we can be out there and, talking to everybody as the remote, as you bring in the video footage back to.
Yes, everything is
transmitter.
wireless then, huh?
Well, not everything. We still have, the regular 550, which is, SDI, and it's just a lot of fun. I mean, we're coming along. We have instant replay on our software,
Nice.
but it's hard to do it in a hockey game because I set it up for a 15-second delay, so you just got to make sure you get it right.
Oh,
You know what I
goodness.
mean? Like football is easy. As soon as they hike the ball, you put the replay,
Right.
and then whatever happens.
Right.
But you have it all on the timeline. It looks just like, I don't know. I know you've seen it before. Catherine's seen it, but I don't know if you've seen it. So it looks like Photoshop. No, it looks like Premiere. So or Final Cut. You have timeline pictures of 15 seconds.
Right.
So, but you have to get rid of them, otherwise it'll slow down your feed. Your bandwidth could be
Exactly.
great, but that'll slow you down. So that's fun.
So that's fun.
Yeah.
When is our next field trip?
Well, we're supposed to start hockey in December, so I'm looking for volunteers for that. If you guys want to help, that'd be great. And I have Dave Gabriel, who he's from Bridgewater, and they have a
I'd
new
love to
coach.
help. I'd love to help out, but I have to check my work schedule and
Yep,
stuff.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
like we all do.
yeah,
But,
exactly.
I'd love to get in there on one of those
So
games.
the other good note is that we have 2 interns coming in from Taunton High.
Really?
Yeah, I sat up with the young lady up there at Taunton High, and I had a table. It was funny. They had all these tables of possible jobs, and we had our own little sticker there, and I had a sign-up sheet of people that might have been interested, that played ball. They don't know what their elective's going to be, and both sides were covered with names, email addresses, but I give that to the coordinator, and then she breaks it down with the teacher or the director that runs, the TV lab stuff.
Yep.
And then they got it down to 3 people. So I'm supposed to meet with their parents, so they'll come in, they'll do this, and hopefully they'll help out with the hockey games.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Awesome.
You have to do a little.
So,
little field
when
work.
you guys came along, and when I came along,
Yeah.
you learn the ropes.
Yeah.
You learn how to work a camera, talk on the microphone,
Right.
the whole broadcast media
Right.
field. And so that's great. We have 3 kids interested.
So they'll be in here
Excellent.
doing it and, help
And
make some mixing.
when do you think that'll
I don't
start?
know. I'm supposed
Hopefully
to
next
meet.
month.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm hoping a couple weeks so we can get them going. So for our schedule, let's go over this one more time.
Yeah.
Because we only have 2 more left.
Yeah, that's fine.
And we're doing good in this
So
quarter
we
for
have
time
plenty
still?
of time.
5 seconds left in the.
Wow.
Break.
Oh, because we ate up
This
so
is
much
great.
the second
That's
quarter.
okay. That's
Yeah.
okay.
5 seconds, so why don't you take it out again?
All right, so we'll be taking our last break. You're watching 40 Sports Talk here at 1320 AM Attleboro. We will be right back with more right after these messages. Hey everyone, welcome back to 40 Sports Talk here at 1320 AM WARA. We are continuing to cover the MIAA football tournament schedules, divisions 1 through 8. So, Justin, right now we'll be reading, was it Division 5, correct?
Division 5.
Yeah. Okay, so Division 5, we have Hanover, Foxborough, Swansea Valley Tech, Denham, Danvers, Old Rochester Regional, Newburyport, Norton, Bishop Stang, Auburn, North Middlesex Regional, Blackstone Valley, Apponequet Regional, Belchertown, Wilmington, and Gloucester.
Gloucester. Yep.
Okay. And that's everything for 5.
Okay, so 5, give me 5, and we'll have Catherine finish up 8.
Yeah.
Okay, as we reach over the table, that's right. People heard that grunt around the country. So anyway, the Sweet 16 felt like this. Hanover, who is undefeated in Division 5, they beat Gloucester 42-16. Bishop Stang, they upset Norton 28-17. Apponequet loses to Dedham 30-6. Danvers, number 5, they beat Blackstone Valley Regional 20-19. What a close game that was. Foxborough, the number 2 seed, they beat up Wilmington 42-0. Newburyport over Auburn 35-0. Another big shellacking. Swanson Valley Tech, they beat up on Belchertown 49-8. Old Rochester, the Bulldogs, they beat North Middlesex 28-14. Moving on to the Elite 8. Hanover, they move on to the Final 4 with a 31-0 shellacking at Bishop Stang. I hate to say it like that, but that's what that is. And a very close game, Danvers gets by Dedham 10-0. More Elite 8 action. Foxborough, they beat Newburyport 37-0. They move on. And Swansea Valley Tech, they beat Old Rochester 28-8. So this is your matchup for Division 5, Final 4. Hanover will host Danvers, and Foxborough will host Swansea Valley Tech for your Division 4, Division 5. Say it right, Dom. Your Division 5, Final 4. Now moving on we'll finish up with Division 8.
Okay. In Division 8, we have West Boylston, Carver, Sac Valley, Cathedral, Ware, Old Colony, RVT, KIPP Academy, Lynn Call, Blackstone Valley, Nashua Valley Tech, Sutton, Narragansett Regional, Randolph, Bourne, Athenial, Franklin Country Tech, and Brighton.
Okay, so Casey will finish up the bracket there, and then Casey's gonna, when she does that, we're gonna talk about another possible nominee.
All right, so in the Sweet 16, West Boylston beats Brighton 49-14. Blackstone Millville beats Nashoba Valley Tech 36-30. Cathedral beats Bourne 30-28. And Randolph beats Ware 3-0. And Carver beats Franklin County Tech 55-0. Wow.
Wow.
And Kip Academy beats Sutton 46-20. Hoosac Valley beats Athol.
Athol.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yep.
34-18. Old Colony RVT beats Narragansett 28-6. And in the Elite 8, Hoosac Valley and Old Colony RVT are playing as we speak. Their game time was at 12:30. And Carver beat Kip Academy 49-27. And in the Final Four, West Boylston will be taking on Cathedral. That game and time will be to be determined. And Carver will play the winner of Hoosac Valley and Old Colony RVT in the Final Four.
There you go. Let me steal that from you, young lady. I'll borrow it from you. Sorry. And that'll do it for your update in Week 10 in non-league football games and in the playoff games. And Carver's number 4, West Boylston, is still in. Okay. All right. So as you know right now, we have one nominee for the. First of all, we have to find another restaurant.
Oh, whoa,
What?
whoa,
What?
whoa.
What?
Yep, because they no longer want to sponsor the show. He just says he just wants to step away, and you got to respect him. I mean, so we got to find another restaurant. I got a couple in mind. I'm going to go probably cold call and introduce myself and see if they want to work with us.
So for everyone out there who doesn't know what we do,
I took you guys off. Like, yeah, that's funny.
Every year,
This is the 5th year.
Sports Talk.
Yes, sorry.
Go ahead. Why don't you explain it?
No, you're doing a great job.
No, go ahead.
So this is our 5th year of our basketball ceremony, and for the last 4 years, we started during COVID, where we actually handed off the trophies at each gym and talk to these coaches. Now this is the 5th year. We're going to have it over at one of our old sponsors, which we're not doing anymore. So now we have to find another spot, and I think it'd be a good setup because we have the support of the local television stations that come in to show it off. So now we just have to find a restaurant. You girls are so funny. Whoa! Got me off guard.
What restaurants are you thinking of?
There's one in Brockton called, I don't know if I should, well, there's one in Brockton, I won't say their names, and there's one in Abington. There's a restaurant, an Italian restaurant. Actually, there are 2 Italian restaurants, one in Brockton, one in Abington off Route 18. So I'm going to try to address them and see if, they get these little function halls, and which would be really cool, and hopefully we'll be able to do something with one of them, and hopefully we'll have another restaurant supporter, which would be great. So that's what you guys are. You didn't even say nothing. Did you already know? Did you know?
No, I didn't know.
You never know what you're thinking, Dom.
I
So when
didn't-
you
I
pull
didn't know
these
either.
things, it's like, whoa, wait a minute.
We'll talk about that more often when you get off the air.
Yeah,
a little
that's
bit more.
fine.
So anyway.
So during these ceremonies,
Yes.
we pick out Lifetime Achievement Awards.
Correct.
We do Coaches of the Year, girls and boys.
Yep.
And players.
Exactly.
And this is basketball. So
Yep.
MIAA basketball. And we have a team of judges and
Yep.
supporters, and we actually judge and pick a recipient for each category.
Correct.
Correct?
Yep.
And then we honor them somewhere.
Yep. We'll find a place. Yeah, but that's exactly correct. We'll go out there
and
and
this is usually in the spring. It's like April.
the third week of April. It'd be April
Okay.
20th this week. I actually looked at the calendar. I compared it to other. Yeah, usually have around April 20th.
Okay.
So that'll be pretty cool. Last year it was the Carver's boys coach went out to cheat and get on my phone, but not in front of me. Carver was the boys' winner recipient because they had they went on a phenomenal run before they got bounced. But just being the sports writers and everyone thought that because they were such a small program, so they won that. Now we're losing time. So before I ramble on, let's get to another recipient. So right now it's the Abington coach, Coach Kelser. He's one of the recipients. We just have to reach out to them. And you mentioned Watertown. You know what it is? We just never went to the North Shore. So why don't you talk about that recipient?
Yeah, so this head coach over by Watertown Field Hockey, she has impressive numbers in her career. Her name is Eileen Donahue. She earned her 750th career win when they beat Wakefield 7-0. She has 38 seasons under her belt, and she has won 20 state titles. As a national record for consecutive wins, 124, and games unbeaten, 184. Yeah, she's a key to the team's latest success. They have extended their winning streak to 70 games and has broken the record for the most shutouts in a game. Yeah,
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And I think I should add it's 38th shutout or no, the 40th shutout. I want to say that's my guess. They beat Dennis Yarmouth 7-0 in the quarterfinals.
So they're moving on.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool.
They are taking on Sandwich in the state semifinals.
I mean, I think we're starting to become, and I know I've heard that there's somebody up the North Shore that does the same thing we do. I never met the gentleman. When I was talking to Nate, when I went up to Franklin to talk to him by the MIAA office. How are we doing for time? Am I blowing it?
12:57.
In the gray?
Yeah.
He mentioned there was another guy. Now I feel like because the way the brackets are, there's no more south sectional or east sectional.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything's out there. Everything's out there. So now we're actually starting to cover other towns that we can't even pronounce. I know I can't pronounce them.
Which is great. I mean, the rivalries are rivalries, but if all these towns are in different divisions in different sections, then, they need to be heard.
Exactly. And that's what we've been doing. I mean, I'm trying to pronounce names. Jay's trying to pronounce names. I don't even know where the heck these teams are from. But they need to, kudos, because that's why that's why I invented the show, to give these high school sports athletes these recognition that they deserve.
And we'd love to have them live here in studio as well. So,
it might be hard to get
recognized.
It might be. I didn't mean to cut you up, but I was thinking out loud. It might be hard to get some of these North Shore, Western Mass teams out
to come down on the show.
Yeah.
But even if they call in, I mean,
it's worth a shot. Worst thing they can say is no.
Right.
Yeah, and then one other thing too about the Watertown field hockey team.
Yeah.
They actually got a chance to play at Gillette one year.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, you got to know what it's like next Saturday.
Oh yeah,
you gotta bring a lot of pitches.
I actually know I actually know
Right,
what
Jay?
it's like playing at Gillette because I've played at Gillette before.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's really
awesome.
cool.
So I was there a couple weeks ago for the Washington
Commanders, yeah.
And I was helping out Bishop Stang. They have a program over there where a couple of my friends have kids that go to Stang. They were actually at Conley last year.
Oh, yeah.
And so they all scattered to different communities to go to school. So one particular person, and she's a very, very good friend of mine, her daughter is in this program where if you help out in the concessions over there, then you get a percentage off your tuition for going to these private schools. So I was one of those, and I helped out, and I'll tell you, it's hard work, but you're also supporting not only the group that you're there for, but you're also supporting the Patriots. And it was just so fun. It was a gorgeous day. You walk in, they give you a uniform, and you go to your assigned spot. Yep. And I happen to be in the South Zone, which is the end zone, on the Patriots side, in the marketplace. And so people come in and get what they want to eat and blah, 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 and they're out the doors. So it's a pretty tight ship. But I'll tell you, it's a lot of fun. And it's for a good cause. So Gillette, if you can get down there and see games or volunteer or help out the stadium, I mean, it's fun. And you get to see a Pats game or a soccer game, Revolutions. So I'm just throwing that out there because it's an experience that I'll never forget.
Nice. All right, for Luce Cabral, 8, Justin Ferreira, the Sports Master, Catherine Conlon, a.k.a. KC, I'm Dominic Damiano. We hope you enjoyed this hour. As we covered Week 10 of high school football, non-football playoff games, we'll be back next week. We'll be off on Thanksgiving. I'm heading out to Scituate to cheer on my 2 great nephews, Paxi and Brody, as they go to their first playoff game ever. We will catch you next time. Everyone have a fantastic weekend.
Happy Veterans Day.